Hey guys, so today's video is going to be all about miso. I love miso. Miso soup is my favorite soup in the entire world. I try to incorporate a little bit of unpasteurized organic miso into my diet daily. I think that it's very healing for the body, and I mean, it just tastes absolutely delicious. And a few months back, I was visiting Japan, and I just absolutely love Japanese culture. I just love it. So I became really interested in learning about the healing traditional foods of Japan, so things like natto and miso, and I just began, doing some research, and that's kind of what inspired me to do this video. So today I'm going to go over what miso paste is, how we can benefit from it, and then I'm gonna do a miso haul. So I'm gonna show you all the different types of miso soup that I personally use, and then I'm gonna show you a bunch of different recipes that I like to make with miso. So I'm very excited, and I hope you enjoy the video. Miso is a fermented paste made from soybeans, usually a grain like rice or barley, salt, water, and then the koji, which is the culture starter. So basically the koji is a mold called Aspergillus orzae, which is grown on a grain, and that's just going to start the fermentation. So to make the miso, they just mash it up and then leave it to ferment for a few weeks to a few years, depending on what type of miso or what flavor they're going for. And then, after it's done, you can use it for soups, stews, salad dressings, dips, spreads, anything you want really. So what are the benefits of consuming miso soup? Well, the first thing that comes to my mind with any fermented product is that it's really rich in probiotics. And I'm a huge advocate for eating a probiotic-rich diet. It's gonna help your digestion, it's gonna help boost your immune system. It can literally affect every single organ and function in your body. Even 90% or around 90% of our body's serotonin is located in the gut. So it can literally change your mood, it can change just your health. Miso soup is also very cleansing for the body. It contains an alkaloid called dipiclinic acid, and dipiclinic acid is really great for binding to heavy metals and radiation and chelating them out of the body. And we live in such a toxic world that I think incorporating a little bit of organic miso into our diet daily can be a really wonderful way just to gently cleanse and kind of push some of those toxins out of the body. And miso is also a complete protein because it contains all the amino acids. It's really rich in B vitamins, it's alkalizing for the body, it is high in antioxidants, it can be beautifying and anti-aging. There's just so many different health properties to miso, but those are the main things that come to my mind. And I also just want to mention that I don't promote a diet rich in unfermented conventional soy products. I think that they can really do a lot more damage than good to our bodies. So yeah, you can do your own research on that and kind of get your own idea. But I do promote fermented soy products because fermented organic soy products eliminates or really cuts down on those anti-nutrients. It's much easier to digest, and you're just able to get the full nutritional benefits from the soybean. So yeah, let's get into the miso haul and the recipes. So the first miso I'm going to show you is a more traditional miso made with soybeans. I buy mine from this organic miso brand called Amano. I personally like to buy the GENMA miso and the Shiro miso. Correct me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. The GENMA is a darker, richer miso made with brown rice, and it's really great for soups and stews. And the Shiro miso is a white miso. It's more delicate and sweet, and it's made with white rice. And it's really great for dressings and dips and really anything where you want a more gentle flavor. So for the GENMA miso, I usually just water saute some vegetables. So here I'm sauteing some shiitake mushrooms, some bok choy, and you can really put anything you want in there. and then I make my miso soup. And I don't like to overheat the miso because I don't want to kill off all the beautiful enzymes and probiotics. So what I'll usually do is take the miso paste, however much I want, and then put that in a bowl with a little bit of water and just stir that up until it becomes a thinner paste. And then on the stove, I start heating up some water. I don't get it boiling, I just heat it up to a nice warm temperature. And then I add the miso paste into the warm water and just stir that up. And I find that's the easiest way to make miso. Otherwise, it can sometimes have a lot of chunks in it. And I also love just drinking the miso broth by itself. So then I take that miso and I just pour that over all my steamed veggies, and that's it. It's a really simple and easy meal. Oh, and I forgot the green onions, but it tastes really amazing with just some chopped up green onions on top. And for the shiro miso, I really like to make salad dressings. So I make a salad dressing out of miso paste, sesame oil, either apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, or rice vinegar, raw fresh ginger and garlic, and some honey or coconut syrup to sweeten it up. And another variation I like to make is just the same recipe, but omit the sesame oil and instead use tahini paste, and then just add a little bit of water to thin it down. And next I have this beautiful chickpea miso by Feeding Change, and this is a great miso for anybody that wants a soy-free option. I find that this is the miso that I use most often. It has a really nice flavor, and it just contains organic chickpeas, organic handmade rice koji, sea salt, spring water, and Aspergillus oryzae. And a really fun thing to make with this is just an avocado dip. So I just take a ripe avocado and then mash it up just like you're gonna make guacamole or something. And then I take around 2 teaspoons, you can put even more in if you want more of a miso flavor, of the chickpea miso in there, and then just mash that all up together, and then put it on a cracker or a vegetable, anything you want, and eat it. Here I put it on a raw onion sesame cracker, which was absolutely delicious. And then finally, I have this Sea Clear Miso by Shaman Shack, and I've shown you this one in a monthly favorites before, and in my opinion, this is the superhero of miso soup. It contains 100% organic, non-GMO, non-pasteurized miso, kelp, chlorella, raw apple cider vinegar, turmeric, and black pepper. So this has amazing ingredients. It's really detoxifying and healing, and this one is a bit more expensive, but I tend to use it more for healing purposes. And the flavor of this miso is insane. I usually just use it to season things because it makes everything taste a million times better. And yeah, this is just an amazing miso. So if you can get your hands on it, I highly recommend you give it a try. So for the Sea Clear miso, I like to make a massaged kale salad. So I just take some kale and then I start massaging some hemp oil into it. You can use olive oil if you want. And I just keep massaging that for a few minutes until it wilts the kale. And massaging your kale is actually really great because it can break down some of the oxalic acid and it just helps it become more digestible. So that's a little tip. Always massage your raw kale. And then I just massage a spoonful of the Sea Clear in there as well. And then just top it with some hemp seeds and it's ready to eat. And then another thing I love to season with this Sea Clear miso is some quinoa. So I just cook up some quinoa and then add some Sea Clear, mix that up, and it's the most delicious meal in the world. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what your favorite type of miso is or what recipes you like to make with miso. And stay tuned for some dessert recipes involving miso. I love you guys and I will see you in my next video. Bye!